Alright, hey everybody, what's going on? This is Jordan. Today I'm back with part 2 of the variable initialization lesson. This one is on the assignment statement. So, previously we learned how to declare a variable. You can ignore this command for now. This basically just prints the variable onto the output screen so you guys can see what is actually being printed. But here, as you can see, we have learned how to give a variable a proper identifier, so a proper variable name. And we learned how to give the variable a proper type to store specific amounts of data or specific data types. In this case here, variable test is an integer variable, so it's meant to store whole numbers. In Java, there are two ways to assign a value to a variable. The first one is to make a secondary statement that refers back to test. So we can do test, and then the equals, which is the assignment operator, equals, and then we're going to give it a value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we've successfully initialized the variable test. We've assigned it a value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we also declared it. Initialization basically means the declaration statement plus the assignment statement for variables. So we have done that right now. When we print line right now, when we print this on the output screen, you're going to see we're printing the variable test, in which case we're printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is the value for test. Now, the second method of initialization is to put this all in into one statement. Because if you notice, why would we declare test, have it have no value, and then give it a value afterwards? What if I just wanted to give it a value immediately when I declared it? You can do that. Just shift this these two statements, merge them into one, and there you go. You're giving it an initial value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next over here, if you ever want to update test, the value of test, you can always just do test equals and then 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever you want, whatever value you want. Now, when you print test onto the output screen, you're going to see that it prints 1, 2, 3, 4 as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because 1, 2, 3, 4 is the latest value that you assign to variable test. Now, variable declaration and variable assignment is very similar for all primitive data types, like short, byte, long, float, double, but not for string, because string is a class. I'm going to get to that in a sec, but let me just show you another example with a double. So if we do double test, we can do double test equals 1, 2, 3.5. You're going to see that that works again. We're initializing test. We're assigning it a value of 1, 2, 3.5. We can update test equals 145.2. Whoops. And when we run the program, it's going to print 145.2 because that's the latest value. Now for a string, it's a class, not a primitive data type. So the first change you have to do is you have to capitalize the data type, because it's a string, it's a class, so you have to capitalize it. When you're giving it a variable name, so in this case, I'm going to do my best friend as my variable name or identifier. You can assign it, again, the same rules apply for the assignment statement. You can either do it right on the spot, like so. I can either do it right here, or I can set it as two separate statements. In any case, it's still similar to how you assign primitive data types, except that everything that you type has to be surrounded by quotes. If you recall in the last video, I said that in a string, it can contain numbers as well. You cannot do something like just 1, 2, 3. That won't work. Because although I said strings can contain numbers, this isn't a number. This is an integer right now. Right? You want this to be a part of a string. So you're going to put things in quotes, and now 1, 2, 3 is not an integer anymore, it's a string. And that'll print out a string. So yeah, guys, that concludes basically the assignment statement in Java, which concludes basically the variable initialization. Thank you all for watching. I'm sorry if I messed up a little bit here and there. But I hope you get the main idea. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me at supergeorgelim@gmail.com for more information. If I really did miss out on anything, please do let me know. I can update this video. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace.